I'm sorry. I can't, Raylene. I just can't stay up much past 8:30.
I'm not shocked, really.
I don't know if it's the fact that I'm in my early 40s now or what the deal is, but there's a shift.
Imagine. You go with that.
Can I go with that?
Sure.
I couldn't stay up last night much past 9 o'clock. I was watching the city council meeting.
It was actually very informative, and it was a really good meeting. It wrapped up early, considering usually it's after 10 lately.
Well, but you listen, you're a mom. You've had 2 little boys. You get it. And I'm sure you remember. I mean, I got Lily running around. I'm trying to cook dinner. I was listening to. I've got one ear on the city council meeting and another ear on my kid and Sherilyn, and I'm cooking, and
Yeah.
But what I did hear, the last of what I heard last night, was Lucas Herring.
Talking about Green Up Day.
Our former mayor, yes. Talking about his efforts behind Green Up Day and how...
and we're going to talk about that shortly as well.
What was he saying? That it's like 50 years that Green Up
it's pretty awesome.
has been going on. And for those that are listening outside of our borders, have you know that this is a pretty... I might even say holiday in the state of Vermont. We take this stuff really seriously, cleaning up our roadways after the winter.
Yeah.
Because if we don't, then the Green Mountain State won't look so green and beautiful. Pretty. We have a ton of tourism that comes up here to get some fresh air and enjoy our mountains.
We got to make it look nice.
Rivers and streams.
Spruce it up. And if not just for tourists, but for ourselves, for the pride that we take in our own
That's true.
space.
Yeah. And Lucas does such a great job with this, and he has for so long, and he takes this stuff seriously. And that was evident last night during city council meeting. He was talking about just get on berrycity.org if you want to get more information on how you can get bags and where some of the efforts are going to be concentrated, where there's some particular zones, if you will, around Central Vermont.
Lucas may have bought up all the tongs in town, but last I checked, there were some still at the dollar store if you want a set of tongs.
Yeah. So I went to sleep sometime around, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 9:15, something like that, and what did we miss? What did I miss at city council meeting last night?
You missed a whole lot.
Wait a second. Hold on a minute. I'm not supposed to be talking about politics on this podcast. That's a huge no-no.
This goes beyond politics right now.
No.
This is about our community and what can be brought to this community to help liven things back up, and
you're spot on, right?
Yeah, it's goes way beyond politics and right to the heart.
Well, Cody Morrison from Barrie Area Development was there last night.
He was, and he
is here with us right now.
Did an amazing job. I don't think that you could be more prepared, more precise, and more direct than Cody was last night.
Cody, do you ever go into anything in your life unprepared?
Well, I had Jeff Bergeron there with me last night. The city manager, Steve McKenzie, he was part of the meeting. He was a big part of helping get this application, the project. For those that were unaware, at the end of the agenda last night, the mayor and council spoke about our ratification for a support letter for a funding application for the Barrie Auditorium. And this was something that was done through the earmark process. For anybody that watches the Barrie Business Hour, our show on Monday mornings, I've covered this in detail, so I won't dive into it today. But essentially, there's a huge effort between us, Barrie Area Development, and city staff to mobilize quickly to put together about a $6.275 million budget for the Barry Auditorium and a funding request that would bring electrical, ADA, and air filtration and overall HVAC upgrades to the Barry Auditorium.
What the heck is ADA?
Americans with Disability. So
see, this is an acronym guy right here.
So right now there's only one wheelchair, or there's only one ramp entrance into the auditorium.
That's right.
So this project would bring a second one,
okay,
which is required for a lot of code compliance related things. But the importance, the nexus of this project is the fact that the auditorium is so many things beyond just basketball, beyond just a place for MMA events to happen,
That's right.
farm shows. Really, during the pandemic, we saw the Barry Auditorium be Central Vermont's public facility, emergency facility. So you had COVID testing clinics happening over there. You had vaccination clinics happening over there. It's a medical surge site for Central Vermont Medical Center. The Red Cross uses it. The legislature is convened in the auditorium.
Not to mention huge, vast meetings that they've had in there, conventions.
Oh, absolutely.
V-Trans. I mean,
so it's
the
a
list goes on.
Huge shelter.
It's not only a huge asset for Barry, but it's a huge asset for the region. And so what we're doing with this project is, through the earmark process, through Senator Sanders and Peter Welch from Congress, is we're trying to just get money to make some basic upgrades to it that would allow that would provide more of a safe environment for anybody that is coming in and doing those big events or is hosting those big like medical events. But the vaccination clinics during hurricanes and extreme storms, it's been used. It's been used as a shelter. So if you go down like into the bathrooms are not ADA accessible. So if you had a physical handicap, if you had a wheelchair, a cane, a walker, it'd be hard for you to get into the showers in the Barry Auditorium. It'd be hard for you to be able to use the bathroom. Now, what happens if Hurricane Irene 2.0 happens and all of a sudden you're in a position to where you have to be living up in the Barry Auditorium for a week?
Or a nursing home needs to be evacuated.
Correct.
Or a school, or any of that
Central
stuff.
Vermont Home Health and Hospice is supporting our project because they use the facility.
Yes.
So... so this is a result of just partner organizations, the state, the VPA, the Vermont Principals Association. They're the ones that host the basketball tournaments. This is a result of major tenants, major users of the facility asking for upgrades over the years, and years of discussions through the Civic Center Committee, and also just years of capital improvement planning done on behalf of Jeff Bergeron, I think was it Facilities and Community Services Manager, and the City Manager Steve McKenzie. So this has been a big, huge team effort. We were the ones that ultimately put the grant application together and kind of helped quarterback some of the stuff, helped get some of the right information. However, if it wasn't for the efforts of Jeff Bergeron, if it wasn't for the efforts of Joe Waldsworth, Steve McKenzie, the City Manager, Janet Shatney, city staff, and the City Council and Mayor, then this project never would have come to fruition. And we've cleared the first hurdle. So our requests are into the offices of Welch and Sanders.
Who did that? Who put that request in to Welch and Sanders' office?
We did.
Barry Area Development.
Yep. So I spent, I think there's almost like an 8-week binge that felt like getting earmark applications together and submitting them through Senator Leahy, Senator Welch, and Mr.
And it wasn't the only one you worked
Senator.
on. It wasn't the only one you worked on. You did for the treatment plant too, as well, correct?
Yeah, we're trying to get the smell in North Main Street.
Right.
We're trying to replace the part that would stop that from happening.
Right.
So, and we're also trying to fix the water line up on Route 302, the water main. As many residents in Barry City are aware of, we had a water main break last week, which resulted in a boil water notice.
If I took over Cody's position, Do you think I could handle all of these
No.
things at the same time?
No.
Do you think I could handle one of them?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
I
That's
love
I mean,
you
it's a
right to
question
pieces,
of
but no.
if I can handle it, let alone any other.
No, I don't doubt that you can for 1 minute. I would like to add that I think the huge takeaway for me last night, because of some questions and comments that we received yesterday with our poll, was the takeaway was the bones up there are good. It's worth the investment.
That's right.
It's grant money, and it's going to upgrade. Will it fix everything? No, but it will certainly make it more appealing to know that there's airflow and air conditioning and compliance and accessible to everyone. And with that, there can be revenue because people are going to want to come now.
Sure.
And so then you take that revenue and you do little fixes over time, and you do more upgrades maybe, or do fundraising events and different things like that. But this is the huge piece to the puzzle,
Of course.
that they have made possible.
Yeah.
And I mean, my God, if you're given this opportunity to save something as iconic as the auditorium, why wouldn't you?
Oh, this would be a huge shot in the arm. And
time.
Raylene's absolutely right. This is something that would be a huge benefit for the community. It would help for bring in future events. Right now, you can't really go in there. Realistically, you can't host a big event between the months of June and August. So it would allow for summer programming. This is one of the reasons why we had over 20 businesses supporting our proposal, because everyone here in the downtown knows just what type of business traffic that it brings. I've said it several times before. I got to know Barry as a kid when my dad would bring me up here for farm shows, and I remember going to R&L Archery when they were over at Wall Street.
Of course.
And we would come up here once a year to go to the Barry Auditorium, and I think we bought about 5 family cars in the greater Barry area just because of our connection to this area and how we'd come out to the auditorium. I didn't know that there was even a granite industry here, but I knew there was the Barry Auditorium.
Well, the whole Civic Center, which I think is the bigger umbrella, which includes the BOR and all of the other
the BOR,
buildings.
Alumni Hall, and the auditorium.
Hall. Yes, it's a magnet. It's a magnet for this area.
Absolutely.
It's a hub. I can't tell you, buddy. Between the years of 2000 and 2016, so according to my math, that's 16 years up at Froggy.
Yep.
How many times
You broadcasted live from there?
No. Well, yes. I mean, the farm show and snowmobile shows and Vast and countless other things, wedding events, job fairs. But I can't tell you how many times, Cody, where I personally was working with promoters, concert promoters, event promoters, who wanted to bring in said country act.
Yep.
Numerous country acts that are headed to Montreal, they're headed to New York, they're coming out of Boston, they're coming up this way, and there was an opportunity for them to stop off on the way to those huge cities and do a show right here in Barrie.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And during the summer months, the first question that they would ask
is there
me,
air conditioning?
Is there AC? Tell me about your venue. And, of course, I would tell them all about the Barrie Auditorium.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds great. What's your seating capacity? We'd have an answer. Blah, blah, blah. Accessibility, load in, load out, equipment, all of that. Is there air conditioning? Unfortunately, there isn't air conditioning.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean,
because they know that if it's a hot summer night, okay, and it's whatever, 85 degrees, 80 degrees, they know that the inside of this brick building, which has been catching sun all day, is going to be an indoor oven, and that is probably most likely going to affect ticket sales, participation.
Of course.
The overall success of the event.
Yep. And one thing to consider too, if we're talking about if it's a $6.3 million request, and if we are lucky enough, fortunate enough to get it, one thing to keep in mind is that after those improvements would be completed, the auditorium is still going to be very recognizable to most people. In fact, most people will probably, other than being able to walk in there in the middle of July, probably nobody is probably ever going to notice a thing other than the extra wheelchair ramp and the kids that are, and if you're going into the bathrooms or the locker rooms.
Right.
If you were to, I mean, that's an 80-year-old building. If you were to go in there and if you were to figure out every single thing that it needed, we'd be tens of millions of dollars in renovations. Like, I got a question about the windows a lot, and as we're guiding the proposal, we're looking at like what agency would end up funding it, and what would be the wants versus the needs. We need electrical upgrades, we need air conditioning, we need a boiler, we need ADA, windows. It'd be great if we could get windows, but we can still conduct basic business in there without it.
It seems like handicapped accessibility, maybe I'm not right here, but it just seems to me like that might be number one on the list.
Oh,
priority.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that would probably be number one, I would say.
Hey.
But if you were to, I mean, it's picking what's more important, your right leg or your left leg.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, air conditioning is also very important in there. ADA accessibility upgrades are very important. So it's hard to place a singular bit of importance kind of on any one of the activities that are going on through it. But this project would help make sure that more cars are coming up and down Main Street in Barrie. People are going into businesses, but in the most dire and difficult of circumstances, when tragedy hits, that we're going to have an adequate facility here in central Vermont for people to be able to go and congregate and maintain public health and see themselves through an emergency.
That's it. And it's not like the inside of the Barrie Auditorium would be, an ice box of relief where when it's 85 degrees outside, you can come in and it's 55, 60. But this air conditioning system would basically just take a huge edge off and prevent the inside of that building from being unbearable.
Well, I was in the City Hall chambers for probably hour and a half last night or so, and my office has air conditioning, and I went and sat in the lobby thinking we were going to go sooner. And if you've ever been in an old municipal building, they're all old and they're all hot. And I jokingly, I made a goal last night, if I don't do anything else in my career, to get every municipal building air conditioning if I can, because it gets, if you ask anybody on the city council, they'll probably tell you the same thing, that it gets hot in those rooms. I say that jokingly. But
so how did things wrap up last night? What was the general conclusion?
The most important part. Basic, unexciting administrative procedure. So the city manager signed a support letter. So we had two deadlines last week, Monday and Friday. So the city manager took it upon himself to sign a support letter on behalf of the city and the council, which is a practice that's been done with other projects. Like meeting schedules don't always align, and grant application deadlines don't always align for there to be able to be a public discussion on something before we can submit something. So it's a common practice that the city manager did, so he did it in this case. Being that it's a little bit of a bigger project and the auditorium is so noteworthy to so many, that's probably why it was taken out of the consent agenda, which is at the beginning of the agenda. For reference, the consent agenda usually has like 4 or 5 items, and everyone at the beginning of the meeting says, do we agree to these 5 things? Yes. Okay, let's move on. Whereas they took it out of the consent agenda, it went to the bottom to new business, which means that there is to be discussion on it. Being that it was a bigger project, and being that the auditorium means so many to so people, that's probably why this support letter garnered more public discussion. But in all, the mayor and council ended up supporting it, and life moves on. So we've cleared another hurdle, and now we Now the next step are all of our funding proposals, making it out of the Senate offices from our congressional delegation, then to the appropriate subcommittees and committees, and then going to the full Senate and the House, and then the budget process, the federal budget process starts. So, we just have to hope that a lot of people in Congress have visited Vermont and like Vermont projects and like these things. Being that it's a literal act of Congress to find out if we get the money, it's going to take a while. We'll get little drips of information kind of throughout the summer and into the fall, but we should have more of a concrete answer towards the end of the year.
Listen, this is a horribly dumb question, but will you make sure that you keep bringing this to the airwaves
absolutely.
And get us all caught up?
Yep.
Because we're all on the move. We all have a lot of information coming to us in different ways, and we want people to know that if they want the source of stuff and they want to be caught up, that they can come here to this podcast and find out. And, of course, the Barry Beat on Monday nights.
Yep, we got the Barry Beat on Monday nights, and then you have the Barry Business Hour Monday mornings at 9. That's our show. And if anyone out there wants to tune in and hear about businesses in Barry, what kind of programs, the economy, or just want to hear JD and I pick on each other for an hour, then feel free to join us.
And, here's the fact. We are on hours and hours and hours before Michael Booten comes on. I mean, we have the edge. Being that it's Monday morning, you and I, Cody, we can talk about things that Michael Booten is probably going to be looking to us to get his prep, his content for his show.
Well, and Jeffrey and Josh. There are a few others.
Wow.
Booten's just walked in.
Yeah.
I was over.
He was doing shopping and was
shopping over at Bob's. You can't hear me, can you?
No, we can't hear you. But Cody, thank you. My God, thank you, buddy, for coming in here.
Yeah, thanks. Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me. We'll have a good week, everyone. We'll see you all on Monday.
Yeah, isn't he?
I got work to do.
He's something else. He really is. Busy guy.
I know. We're just getting all like. Look at. Maybe I should lock the door.
You might have to.
Oh yes, I forget. Michael has keys. Shit.
Oh, damn it. Is Booten stepping up to the microphone here?
I believe so, because he needs to reply to you being a smartass.
No, I'm just saying it's factual. Cody and I have the mic.
I
on
saw
Mondays.
him pull up and go across the street because I can see him there.
We Cody and I have a microphone before Booten on Mondays.
Yes,
that's just factual.
It is factual.
I'm not making this up. It's just it is what it is. And and Booten also doesn't understand that I have control of his microphone over here. I can turn it on.
Have a great day, Cody.
Cody, great job, buddy. All right, Booten's on. I'll turn your mic on, buddy.
You'll turn my mic on?
Welcome.
Oh,
Michael.
thanks. I appreciate it.
Woo-hoo. Let's see that Barry Beat hat there. Tip it down a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Barry
Perfect.
Beat.
We have some right in the window, too. If anybody
I
wants to
saw
buy
that.
them,
Yes.
they're also for sale.
For sale. Booten's Barry Beat
For
podcast.
sale, but I do not get any of the profits. They go solely to Fly on the Wall Productions.
Dude, your podcast, Barry Beat, is frankly just kicking ass. You're doing so well.
He's doing a great job.
It's not just me that's proud of you, bro. There's so many people that are talking about you in our community, and they love what you do Monday nights at 7:00. You are able to do something that I cannot, which is taking complicated local politics as a city councilor, breaking them down into layman's terms, and putting it on the air live for everybody to understand and get on
and to
the
have
same.
an open discussion.
Yes, and we have to be on the same page. We have to understand this stuff because, here, yay, ringy, ding, ding, all this fancy shit that is said during the city council meeting. The common people need to understand what this, H357, all of this stuff. We need to understand what this is, and he does that.
And Michael's hour is not only for information, but it's for to communicate, to
That's right.
ask the questions,
Right.
to make comments, and it gives the public a chance to weigh in.
Yes,
And
they do
and they
unfiltered.
welcome that.
Unfiltered.
Well, I don't know about the unfiltered thing. I do screen those messages that come through.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's ultimate transparency, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you don't screen them. You screen them for
Terrible stuff.
right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, foul language, different things
Right.
like that.
See,
Then
we allow the foul language over here.
Yeah,
Right.
It is what it is.
We avoid we try to avoid the foul language.
the argument.
You know,
yeah.
it can get a little rough. I mean, I do want to make a comment though that it could not happen without Fly on the Wall Productions. If you guys weren't here to give me a platform, I wouldn't be able to be here. And it
We love
absolutely would not happen. It would not have what we have without the help of Raylene, who sits there and monitors to make sure my audio is correct, make sure that nobody's posting stuff on there that's inappropriate. And of course, it wouldn't really happen if I didn't have a co-host, right? I have, it started off with Rich, and he's stepped away for a little bit. And now I've got Jeffrey Tupper Giles, who owns the Reynolds house or runs the Reynolds house.
That's right.
Got Josh Howard, our local troll, and he trolls both of us, and at least
Yes,
now
he
I got
does.
him on the show, so I can shut off the mic.
Very disappointed that he's not watching this morning.
Well, he
I
may
know. Well,
actually
he's
be working.
He's working. He told me he was going to be
Yeah,
working.
he's probably working.
What's more important, working or watching the podcast?
You know
Right,
what,
he could have
JD?
taken a bathroom break.
You know what?
Still, what's more important?
You know what he missed last night?
What happened?
The conversation about electric vehicles. He just loves that topic so much because he knows how much I love the topic of electric vehicles, specifically charging stations.
Josh Howard
in
dropped
Berry
the ball last night.
He did.
Where the
Oh
hell
yes,
was
he did.
He dropped the
He would
ball,
have
and
gotten
you know what?
thrown out anyways of
Let's-
Zoom because he would have been commenting, and they would have
Yeah.
threw him out.
They would. There was plenty to comment about last night.
What was
Yes,
was
there
the
was.
whole? What was that all about? The whole electric vehicle thing last night.
So it was, this is something that's been, pushed out there that, Berry City maybe should take up the electric vehicle,
Yeah.
the charge, right?
Yes.
But and it's really, for me, it's a frustrating topic because although I like the idea of electric vehicles, I wanted one when I was going to purchase my new Jeep.
Yeah.
But they're just too expensive right now. We're not there for technology. And when Sally Muckenfutch on the corner of Broke Ass and Poor
Yes.
is paying $4.18 for a gallon of milk,
Yes.
she doesn't really care. She's struggling to get that milk for her children, and we're talking about spending $10,000 more for an electric vehicle to make us feel good
During a recession
during a recession, and it's
where
just
inflation is out of control.
exactly, and it's
And we can't.
frustrating.
And we're struggling to afford a pound of ground beef right now.
Yeah, and it's not even like in the rhetoric of like it's going to be cheaper. Really,
it's not.
Is it going to be cheaper?
Not right now.
And I
It's not.
asked the question. I was like, so what's the average increase? And the guy said $10,000. I was like, oh, okay. So according to your previous slide, said about $1,200 was your annual savings on gas. $1,200. Steve, how long do we keep cars for? 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. 1,200 to 3 to 5 does not equal $10,000. So I'm glad that we are paying for that.
And it does not include the upgrade to have a charging station to charge
Right.
these vehicles. The money it's going to take in
No kidding.
infrastructure to be able to charge them at a municipal building, to maintain them. To my knowledge, the city doesn't employ service technicians for EVs, and it takes certification. You need certification in even HVAC, to be a tech. So even routine maintenance, sure, maybe they could change the tires, but when it comes to batteries and stuff, that's a no-no. That's going to be dealer sourced only, and there's only one certified tech right now, local, and that's at the Nissan dealership.
Whoa.
And well, that's great, but we have an in-house mechanic that does the work on all our evil combustion vehicles.
Right.
Right. And I don't know if he's certified, but given the fact that I saw a stat somewhere that said 97% of mechanics are not certified in electric vehicles.
Correct.
I'm going to go on the record and say probably our mechanic is not. But
it costs
you know what? I might
thousands
be wrong.
of dollars to get that certification. There's training and schooling involved and certifications that need to be paid for.
We're not there yet.
It's
No,
easy,
we're
though.
not there
It's
yet.
so easy to just have your eyes on the prize and just look at what it is.
Yeah.
There's
A great new thing.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's shiny. Like I said, can you imagine having, put it on Raylene so people can see the beautiful Jeep, right? Imagine that being EV. And I was going to go down that road until it was $15,000 down that road. And I'm like, no. I mean, I love Jeeps, but not that much.
Maybe I'm living in a cave. I don't know. I don't know how long this has been around for, but yesterday was the first time ever in my life, and look, I'm probably going to embarrass myself a little bit here, that I saw an electric school bus.
Oh, don't get me going on the electric school buses.
Right.
Holy cannoli.
Booty's in the red.
You bet you I'm in the red. Let me just tell you about the school buses. So while we're having that conversation, the mayor's like, we're done with the conversation. I'm like, and I'm looking over like, no, I'm not done with this conversation. And I dropped, the municipality, the school did EVs for the school buses, and that worked out real well.
Right.
I mean, they had their problems with their charging stations. They not only had problems with their charging stations where they didn't get a permit.
Yeah.
To get the charging station, and it's an extremely large amount of electricity. Josh Howard could talk about that because he knew about it, but one of the buses isn't even working.
Right.
So
it got towed away by a gas-driven tow truck.
And I feel bad for the school district, right? They put in like $1.4 million. Do you have the video on me as I'm doing the pinky?
Yes.
The $1.4 million.
Yes.
And it's like, great. It feels good to be able to say, I've got an electric vehicle.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's not doing a hill of a beans. I keep on hitting this mic. I'm so sorry. It's not doing a hill of beans, when it's sitting in the parking lot not working. Because you can't find a tech.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, buddy.
Let it go, Michael. Let it
get
go.
really frustrated on issues like this. I don't know why. It's not even like it's a big issue. It's just
one more button down, bud. You got to just take that top button out. Breathe a little. There you go. There you go. Now he's going to be okay now. He's going to be all right.
Sorry. And it's really strange. Like, it's one of those issues that is like, why do you care about it? And I don't. It just frustrates me when you push your shit on me.
Right.
Well, what is frustrating to me?
Oh, please don't say shit on this show.
Frustrating to me about it was listen how things were said and how things were. There was an attempt to damper conversation in regards to the upgrades at the auditorium. Like, literally, this is my meeting. We're not talking about this anymore, which is, no, it's a council meeting and you have a council. Sorry. But
why are these?
What the part of it that is frustrating to me is that they didn't want person in particular did not want further discussion in regards to the auditorium because he felt like the upgrades were fruitless, that there were so many other things to do, and this one-time savings was, or grant money was, sure, that's great, but it's not gonna be the end all. Well, neither is EV, because there's still so much to do. There's the changes, the infrastructure, the upgrades, the mechanics. There's all kinds of things involved in that as well, and that is never going to bring revenue, where the auditorium probably will.
Yeah. I won't go down. You guys already talked about the auditorium thing, and
so
and
we won't.
There's like backstory on that, which I won't get into, but
We'll do that on Barry Beat someday.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Speaking of Barry Beat,
oh,
you have a big announcement.
I do. Let me just double check, because I want to make sure that I was hoping to get a final email for a confirmation, but I'm pretty sure this Monday. Well, first off, we're bumping our normal show from Monday to Sunday for City Council, and we're going to have some school board information on there. I'm starting to get more involved in the school board so that I can actually report on it. Well, not report. I don't report. I commentate.
Maybe I'll just leave and go out and do some errands or something and come back in an hour.
Just sit there and shut up.
You don't need to be talking. That's okay. Let me finish. So on Sunday we'll have our normal Barry Beat.
I'll get you a color book.
Streaming live from the Barry City Community fan page and the Barry Beat podcast fan page and the Barry Beat Twitch page and the YouTube page, Barry Beat podcast. I'm getting text messages left and right. They're trying to get me to play Dungeons and Dragons.
We have to make fun of Bootin at some point about that, but that's another show.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we got that. And then Monday night, I've confirmed with Tom Lozon and Kesha Ram Hinsdale. So Kesha, she is running for Congress. What's Peter Welch's current position right now, because Peter Welch is going to try to be a senator. So she's going to be on the show, and we're going to have a little conversation with her, and Tom's going to be here, and of course Jeffrey Tupper Giles and Josh Howard will be here as well, and
me, but monitoring, monitoring.
Well, so do you mind? Do you want to? I mean, I hate to put you on the spot. Do you want to come down? You're more than welcome to come down.
Well, of course I'm going to be down here.
Okay, great.
And I had the pleasure of meeting her already.
Oh, you did?
At the Vermont Recovery Conference. She gave a beautiful speech and spoke of troubles in her own family, and yes, it was a very pleasurable meeting. I got to speak with her for a moment afterwards.
So I probably already asked you to come down, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I was like, man, I feel
You're not
bad.
sorry, Michael.
Well, I hate bothering
stop
you.
Stop saying sorry.
Yeah,
I know.
He says sorry. Every time he says sorry, I want to electrocute him.
I'm going to nerf him.
That's how she multitasks. She's monitoring the page.
You're not bothering me.
And she has a loaded Nerf gun. That's how she monitors.
Believe me, Michael, if I don't want to do something, I don't.
That is, I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Poor Michael Deering. I feel so bad for this guy. He's just tuning in now.
Just now?
Michael. Now. What?
Michael,
you missed
what's
it,
going
Michael.
on? You missed my rant.
Yeah, but he's going to hear
on
about
electric vehicles.
Really?
Listen,
you
he's
missed
going to get
it.
to hear other important things.
I even dropped the S word.
He's going to get to hear other important things.
Yeah.
Like
Michael,
the contest that I'm going to talk about here in a minute.
Michael Bootin just said shit on
he did
an episode that we call
and damn.
And on an episode we call Shits and Giggles.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
And we giggled.
And we did.
Just saying. Just saying.
Wow.
As long as you didn't pull an Al Roker.
What is it? What's it? Talk to me. Al Roker.
You don't know what an Al Roker is?
Al Roker pulls many.
Do you not? Have you not heard the
Not a big-
interview where he's talking about going into the White House, and he says, "I pooped my pants." I mean, now I feel terrible. I mean, it was a medical condition, right? Okay. But you don't tell people when you poop your pants, no matter what the reason is. You don't tell people.
Never.
That is like you never say it. And you never say it on national television.
When did he do that?
It was during the Obama years.
Oh my God. I didn't know this, but I'm not
Yeah.
a big.
I'm not
here's
surprised.
I'm not a big Al Roker fan.
Well, neither am I. I didn't know who he was until I heard I pooped my pants.
Oh my God.
Over and over again on a
my
podcast.
God.
And I'm like,
Oh
that's
my
hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We have stuff we got to cover.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All
Okay.
right, yeah.
I'll let you guys go.
There he is.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to rant.
Booten, we love you, buddy.
You can come storm the show anytime.
You're kicking ass. And Barry B podcast with that guy right there, Monday nights, 7:00, and that's changing
Except
to what?
Sunday this week.
This we haven't nailed down a time yet, so it'll probably just. Unfortunately, we just haven't gotten a time yet.
But we will pre-promote it. It will
Yep.
be promoted. As soon as there's word, it'll be promoted.
And you have to get on the Facebook page, Barry City Community Fan Page.
So
that's where the Barry Beat podcast is broadcast
Correct.
from.
So both correct. That's correct. I back in the heyday of Facebook, 10 years ago when it was, basically coming out for the regular folk.
Yes.
I created a fan page, and I did it facebook.com/Barry City.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, I've sat on that page for the last 10 years. And I remember when we were having a conversation about making an official page, and somebody was like, well, we really want that one. I'm like, well, that's really nice. I've got it up to 2,500 people.
Yeah, you can
I mean, I
watch
appreciate it. You can
all you
watch
want.
all you want.
Good
But at the end of the
gracious.
day, there was a time I was going to hand it over. I'm glad I didn't.
All right. But listen,
right,
you
sorry.
have to watch that page because that'll have the updates of when they're
Yeah.
going to go, when they're going to be on.
Yeah.
Promotionally, pre-promotion is so important. You have to watch that
yeah.
page.
Yes.
And on top of that, we also have great topics of conversation there.
Yes, you
We'll
do.
post things on there. I want to hear what people say, and that page,
Yeah.
it's monitored by other counselors.
Right.
So I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey,
Thank you, buddy.
thank you.
Thank you. My God, does his beard just look
Stellar
fantastic?
today.
I wonder
Stellar.
if he gets like a beard conditioner that he puts in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know,
and a brush and comb.
brush.
And all of that
I
stuff.
want to see Michael Booten eat spaghetti sometime. That's going to happen. It's going to be live on the show. I don't care. It's got to happen.
And we're going to watch you get up into Michael's Jeep sometime. Right out here, behind me. You break your toe.
Yeah. Yeah. Booten. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes.
And the whole squirrel thing. This guy.
Snutters.
Does Nutters drive around on the dashboard? Do you know, Raylene? Have you ever seen that?
It's possible.
Okay.
It's possible.
2:00 this afternoon, we have Troy Kingsberry from the Race to Read program coming in. And we're going to be talking about this amazing program. And I knew last night when I was doing my homework on it how long it's been around for, and now I've forgotten.
Well, thank God he's going to come in and tell you all
And
about
remind
it.
me, it's been around for a while.
And you know what I learned last night, and we've posted it. You can buy a raffle ticket to possibly drive the car.
That's so cool. My God, I saw
How
that.
kick-ass would that be to go? You should do it. You should try to win that. Can you imagine you being up there? We'd have to get you a booster seat, maybe some pedal extensions, but
Pedal extensions.
shit, we could make it happen.
Yeah, it's and they've got this cornhole tournament that they're doing, presented by 802 Cornhole.
Yes.
Saturday, May 28th, under the infield lights at Thunder Road, all to benefit the Race to Read program. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
cool.
awesome.
It's so
Awesome.
cool. Space is limited, and I don't want to talk about this too much, but we're going to give you information if you want to be part of this cornhole tournament. Memorial Day weekend, throw some bags for a great cause. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
They've got live music there, a 50-50 raffle, and so much more. Details at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Yes.
Troy
With
Kingsberry, the founder of the Race to Read program,
Yep.
which is going to be amazing.
Which is awesome.
What else do you have for us, Ray?
So next up, let's talk about Green Up Day just a little bit more, and that we're going to have a contest for Green Up Day.
We are?
We are.
Here at Aired Out?
Here at Aired Out. So I've posted pictures this morning of our swag, which you can also purchase.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would like a chance to win, we're going to have 3. We're going to choose 3. And it's all surrounding Green Up Day. I want the cutest helper pictures. I want that will be one prize. I want the largest haul.
What do you mean?
Like the pictures. How many bags of stuff, or what is?
Yep.
What did you get?
Okay.
I want a picture. I
largest,
want proof.
Largest
that
collection.
you had this huge haul.
Okay.
And 3, I want to see the strangest thing that you picked up.
Fantastic. Strangest
Item.
All right. So
Send me a picture, maybe a little bit about where you found it, where, what was going on at the moment, and you were like, what the hell is this kind of thing? That's what I want. So I will pin a post
Okay.
for Green Up Day.
Got it.
And I know that people are already out doing it while they can, because some people aren't available for that specific day.
Okay.
So I will generate the post. I will get it pinned. And you have to post your pictures on the pinned post.
Okay.
That's the only way, in the comment section.
When is this launching? When is this going on?
I'm going to do it this afternoon. I'm going to build the thing. We'll post it this afternoon, and it'll go right from now all the way until the day after Green Up Day.
Okay. All right. That's amazing.
It'll give you the 3 ways to win. And, sweatshirt, T-shirt, hat, cup. There's all kinds of different things that you can win.
This, I can't wait for this. It's going to be fantastic. That's the first, Saturday in May, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a lot going on this weekend. Of course, we got the car show. We have...
Race to Read.
We have Race to Read. We have...
Opening Day at Thunder Road.
Opening Day at Thunder Road. I can't believe that's going to be
I know,
Sunday.
it's crazy.
The Merchants Bank
Mother
NA
Nature needs to pull her head out.
of her ass.
Yes.
Yes, we need some
Kick it
sunshine
into
and some
gear.
warmth. One of the many things going on, Glow Up to Blow Up is going to be in Barrie on Saturday, this coming Saturday at 10 a.m., 10 o'clock in the morning.
Is it this Saturday?
It is this Saturday.
I
No.
thought it was the 7th.
It is
Yeah, it's on Green Up Day.
next Saturday.
It's on,
So Booten will remove that comment, or we will.
Yeah.
But it's yeah, and here's the thing: we're going to be talking about that plenty. We'll be talking about that plenty
absolutely.
because Lily went to it a
and
couple
you,
of years ago.
I believe, still have your banana costume. I mean,
What are you talking about?
I
don't know. What do you mean? What are you talking
and I
about?
think last year you even wore your banana costume
What are you
with your
talking
freaking chicken on your head,
I have no idea.
or
what
turkey on your head, or whatever the hell that other thing is.
I don't
that
have
you
a banana costume at all. I don't have a banana
You
costume.
do have a few ballerina ones, though.
Yeah, and I think I got that banana costume
Last year.
Was it?
Yes.
I think we got Chris Autry on the line here, and I'm going to try to put him on the air because Chris Autry. Chris, are you there?
Yeah, man. What are you doing?
Hey, you're live on the Aired Out podcast.
Are you for real?
I'm for real.
Dude, I'm on Aired Out.
You're on Aired Out Live, so whatever you do, don't cuss.
This has been my biggest dream in life. I was born for this moment. In November 5th, 1979, on a cold fall night in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, when I came out, I said, Aired Out.
Yeah.
That's it, baby.
That was it.
I've been waiting on this. It's good to be back. Man, oh, man, I've been dreaming, man. I've been dreaming.
Brother, when are we going to get you back in here? We have some exciting things to talk about, and I'm not going to allude to what they are. I'll let you break the news, but when are you getting in here, man?
Man, that's what I'm calling.
Call me.
I'm calling to get on the calendar.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm calling, and you and I need to have lunch, man. We haven't had lunch in a while,
right.
So I was calling to get on the calendar. And plus, this is the safe way to do this. That way, Raylene can't shoot me with a Nerf gun.
Yes, she can't shoot you with an Nerf gun. With the Nerf gun, if you're on the air by phone. Yes, I know that's so true. Listen, we know you have a lot going on too. You've been running around with your head cut off. You've been a busy guy, but you got some great things going on. And I want to talk about your camp that you've got going on this summer over at the Faith Community Church, and so much more. Yeah.
We've got 2 camps that we're doing this summer. We're doing an art camp in June. I wasn't quite prepared to do this. Let me pull up my calendar real quick. It is June. It's like the last week of June, as soon as kids get out of school, and totally free. It's June 27th through July 1st.
Yeah.
We're gonna have one camp here in the morning. 8:30 to 12:30, and then another camp in Williamstown. I think that is 5:30 to 7:30 at Saldy Field. I have to go back and look at that time. And then we got another camp coming up. So our church is putting together another week, collaboration week with other churches in our community, called Go Week. We just want to come and love our community. And we want to serve organizations, non-religious organizations, as best we can, and because we got good news to share. And so part of that week is our sports camp. And this year we're doing basketball, football, and soccer. And we're going to be 8:30 to 12:30 in the mornings in Barry, and then again 4:30, 7:30 in Williamstown. And there is going to be a slight change this year. We're going to have a 2-hour block set aside just for kindergarten through 2nd grade.
Nice.
In the mornings.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. So we're get them in for 2 hours and then move them out and bring the older kids in, and for the rest of the morning. And then the evening, I think they have an 1.5-hour block in Williamstown. Again, I'm still working on some of this stuff. So I haven't even told our church this whole thing. So, but
that sounds like my relationship with JD.
Yeah, she waits until we're live on the air before she tells me things that we're.
He just learned about our contest.
Yeah, we have a big Green Up Day contest that I just found out about seconds ago. So,
hey,
well, that's how it is, man. But listen, we're going to call you back and get you on the calendar here really soon, and please know that. And also, big shout out and happy birthday to Sam.
And please bring us one of your books.
What?
Signed, please.
I will do my best. I actually need to order an author box, but I'm too broke to do it right now. So, I need to make that happen the next few days. But I will do that, man. I will do that. Thanks for having me on air, man. This made my.
We're gonna call you right back, buddy. We promise.
All right, buddy. I'll see you, man.
Chris Autry from the Faith Community Church. I love that guy.
Yeah.
I love that Southern drawl.
And I think we're going to take it out with a, let me see, a third and final guest. I think we have a third guest visiting here today.
We do?
Yes.
This morning?
This morning. I saw him come creeping in.
Who that?
Right when we were live
Who's that?
with Michael.
Oh, yes, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, he came creeping in
Yeah.
right behind him.
You never know.
You never know.
The other thing going on this weekend, of course, the car show on Saturday. We talked about that up at Thunder Road. The Sip and Shop is happening at the VFW Post 790. That's going on Saturday from 11 until 4.
Correct.
11 to 4. Kind of like an indoor craft market, if you will, at the VFW. And Fern Doolin.
Yeah.
Fern Doolin. Just such a great
Get over
job.
there.
God, she does a great job.
Has some great things over there. And today, get over to Emsley's. Get your flowers. Because it is Professional Administrative Day.
Did you know that? Or did you just see that from the... Okay.
Did I know that? That's why I'm telling you, you jackass.
You're telling me that because you're expecting me to go over to Emsley's to get you flowers today to give them to you.
I just want you
that's
to.
What it's about.
I just want you to behave
That's
yourself
what it's
for
about.
today. That's all I want. That's it.
Is that better than flowers?
You not giving me a headache would be the way better than flowers.
Hey, listen, the big thing that we can't forget about is Saturday night, the Chamber Casino night, the Chamber of Commerce.
All the info today is the last day to register, by the way. So all of that info, I posted it up this morning, as well as what's going on over at Emsley's. That got all posted up this morning.
Amazing. 5 till 10.
A lot of great things happening.
Yeah, 5 p.m. till 10 p.m. is casino night. You get to step back into the Roaring 20s. That's the theme. You can win some
photo ops
amazing prizes.
available, amazing prizes.
Yeah.
I believe there's 10, maybe 11 game tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night. But today is the final day to register.
Do it. Don't wait. And one of the tables is going to be sponsored or presented by the Rainbow Bridge Community Center. They're going to be there. Having a great time. God, I'm telling you, if you want a good time with some great laughs, not only
get registered.
Not only should you get registered and go to the Chamber Casino night Saturday night.
You get a nice dinner.
Yes.
Game chips.
But stop off at the Rainbow Bridge Community Center table. Say hello to Greg and Jed and the rest of their team with some amazing volunteers. Say hello. Say hello. It's going to be a great time. What else? What else is going on? Vasa.
Yes.
Is coming in tomorrow. Adam Lane.
Is it tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was Friday for some reason.
Adam Lane, Chris Putney, and Gordon Peary.
Yes.
The president of Billtown. They're going to be here tomorrow at 12 noon.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
And we have some more stuff coming up with that too. Some good stuff coming up.
Is that it?
That's it.
Did we cover it all?
I believe so.
All right. Thanks to Michael Booten for crashing the party.
Cody Morrison
and
for
Cody
crashing
Morrison,
the party.
Both of them. And we appreciate your eyes and your ears. And thanks so much for watching and for engaging with us and posting your comments and being part of the experience here. Right there in front of you, if you look at your screen, you'll see our presenting sponsors, who without, we'd be dead in the water. Nothing would be happening. And with them, we're able to bring you this podcast each and every day, which we love so much. Thanks, Becky. Thanks, Roseanne. And Heather Slayton, by the way.
And Linda Kuchar.
Let's not forget, it is Wednesday.
And that's also posted. You can go over and visit the Imagination Station today, free of charge.
4 to 7.
Yeah. Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
4 to
tonight.
7. Open house.
Wednesday, open house.
Over at the Imagination Station on Summer
Check it
Street.
out.
The
Check it out.
Snoozlin Room.
Yes, buy a raffle ticket, buy a T-shirt,
You better hurry the
bracelet,
hell up.
mask,
If you're going to
all
get
that
it
stuff. Because Friday, 3:00, that
Friday at
ticket's
3
getting
o'clock.
drawn.
for $450 worth of local gift cards at restaurants.
Yes.
$450.
Yeah.
So if you want, that's the grand prize for the raffle. For
You can get tickets here. You can get them at Brave. You can get them at Amy's Armoire, and you can get them at Imagination Station right here on Summer Street, right behind us, right
Yeah.
across from Summer Street Auto.
Today's Wednesday. If you're going to get in on this raffle, you better hurry the hell up.
Yes, you better.
Time's winding. I need to remind myself of that.
You better.
Thank you, Heather. We love you. And we'll talk with you all real soon. 2:00 today. Troy
Oh,
Kingsberry.
acupuncture too. She says.
Really?
Yeah. I want. Can I come? Can I come over there and give JD some acupuncture? I would love nothing more but to poke him with a needle.